Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our fourth, fourth already. Okay, Mirandus Town Hall. Joining me today, we have, as always, Paul on the controls. Hi, Paul, and Doug, of course, Doug Sunny, our community manager. Hi, Doug. How are you doing?
Hey everyone, Doug Sunny here. All ready for our town hall. I even grab a Red Bull here, so I'm ready to participate.
Okay. Maybe I should have done the same. Okay, good. I have my coffee here with me, so that will fit. Also, with us today, we have our art director, Choco, who has prepared some pretty cool material to share with our community. Very glad you can join us once again, Choco. How are you?
Uh, I'm glad to be here. A bit nervous, but that is part of my normal behavior too. I'm excited to show some news from art. So hi everyone.
Okay, thank you. Furthermore, someone you are already familiar with, I think, our lead game designer, Kuro, is here with us. Kuro, how's it going?
Hey everyone, I'm fine right now. Actually, a bit of kind of sleepy. I ate a little bit ago, so maybe I should have brought a Red Bull like Doug Sunny did.
Okay, well, it's very nice to say, very nice from you to say that it's because you ate, but also you have been working a little bit harder than usual, I think. So maybe you should take a rest,
Yeah,
and I
that's
think that's
true.
the main reason. Okay, thank you. Okay, before moving on, although I am sure you already did, as we already have, I just wanted to remind everyone to like and subscribe. Thou shalt not live without having done so. Okay, so let's get started with our agenda. We have one wonderful news to say today that the family is growing, and a new engineer has joined us this week. And his name is Nathaniel, who joined Monday, right? Yes, or Tuesday. So he's head on, starting, asking questions, getting into all the details of the game. So welcome him. Maybe in the future we can have him as a guest for future town halls. Of course, not today, but in the future. So great news that the team has been growing. Next, well, as everyone knows that we had our playtest 2 weeks ago, and I'd like to share some numbers that we gathered afterwards. Um, I love numbers and also love these numbers particularly. So at the end of playtest, we gathered these numbers and we had over 900 active users. So that's a number a little bit over what we expected. So that's great kudos. Also, well, I don't know if this sounds like not very good news, but it's actually good news because you were actually playing the game. So we had almost 6,000 deaths during the 4 days of playtest. So that's also a good number for us. Okay, that's a huge number of crafted items. Mainly it was the pine trees, because as you know, you needed wood for the arrows and the bow. 47 minutes was in average the session length per player, and in total it was 189 spent. I think I got in the game like 3 or 4 times, so maybe my time length was a little bit more than that. And 4 sessions per user, average. There were more and less than that, of course. And something I also wanted to share was the looting of the golden rabbit. It started a little bit slow, but that was expected. Of course, it was a little bit hard to find in the beginning, but then you get used to that. I couldn't hunt the rabbit down, not even once. So, congratulations for you that were able to do it. And as you can see, the last day there was the big flood of rabbits. So everyone had the opportunity to hunt it down, and that's why the number skyrocketed compared to the other days. So it was pretty fun to watch everyone behind the running behind the rabbit, included myself, but with no luck. And also, I wanted to share the community reactions. These pictures are six of many pictures that were shared, but actually pretty funny to see. The first guy, for instance, good thing that we don't have friendly fire in the game because, as you can see, he looks like a porcupine. Thanks for the player who shared it. And my favorite is one in the middle. Someone called it Cerberus. It's a wolf, very similar to that. And I think it's two wolves using the same spot. It looks very funny. As you see, the other guy, maybe you can not go into the supermarket with that outfit, but in Mirandus you can. So that's very good. Maybe it was pretty hot out there. And the funny pictures regarding the exemplars, they have some problems with the neck, as you can see in the inventory screen, and the other ones, thanks to Cool who posed for that picture, so we can show it today to all our community. So thank you all. It was a great places for us to hold. So thank you. And a special mention. Look at this. This one is my favorite image. This map was done by Lex Prolix, who was laying out the map of the playtest, and as you can see, it was pretty accurate. The image of the on the right, of course, is the actual map designed by the team. So kudos to you, Lex Prolix. Pretty good job there, and thanks for sharing it. So that's what I wanted to share about the playtest. Thank you all. It was tough to do, but it was fun for us. So it's good to know that you had fun also. So we expect to bring more playtests in the future with new features, and so you can keep enjoying them. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Paul. Let's move on to our next section. Let's welcome Choco, who's got some interesting things to share with us.
Yep, it's our time right now. So yeah, let me to show the document. Yeah, I made a little document to show some exciting news about the art. So wait me a second. The first thing is say thank you for playing. TC Mayer-san from the playtest. When I play the playtest weeks ago, I took a lot of skin. Even I shared some of them in Discord because we are really proud how the game is looking. This is we continue working in the game, improving the visuals, but right now the colors, the lighting, the effects are working really well. It's not just artwork, it's also level design work. They did a lot for Rolling Hills and it's looking great. So, okay, with that, if you, Paul, can play the video. With that, I want to say we continue working in Rolling Hills. So, for example, here we updated the grass, the flowers, the fog a little bit, also the water. All the water present in fountains or other objects was static in the playtest. Right now, works really well. As you can see here in this image, wait me a second. For example, here in this image from the left side, you can see how the grass react to the color of the ground. That is a really beautiful detail for the game. or in this one in the right side of the screen, you can see how now the hills have this beautiful grass. It's really difficult to notice what is happening with the high poly grass and the lot grass. And also our VFX artist not just create the visual for the grass, he also optimized the meshes, the textures. So now we have a better performance, but also more beautiful assets. And we are really proud about these updates.
Okay, I think this is the one I thought it was concept art at some point.
No,
Yes. Okay.
no.
I
I,
remember telling you that. Yeah.
Yes, thanks for that comment because I think one of our main goals is achieve the same level of quality that we have in the concept art from the previous team and for the from our artists right now, and that is the idea. I think at this point the grass look like a little painting, and I'm really proud about that from my team. Yeah,
Okay, sweet.
thank you. Okay, this is the other video, Paul. If you can put play. Okay, we continue working in the Purgatory. As you can see here, this is the original Purgatory. Probably was a whip scene. This one was the Purgatory that we did for the playtest. We are really proud about this, adding the Materium Vortex, new color for the sky, adjusting the lights, etc. And this one is an updated version after the playtest. As you can see, we include northern lights, new effect for the stars, for the sky. We include a kind of cyan horizon at the background. Also, we changed the terrain a little bit, adding mist. So now we can have this kind of illusion of deep to the horizon, and it worked pretty well. I'm really proud about that. As you can see here, this is not only the work from one person, because in my case, I work a lot in the lights, but at the same time, the VFX artists create the new northern lights, or concept artists create paint overs to test how we can proceed adjusting the scene. And finally, from my case, I update the final details in Unity. So as you can say, Crumbstone, I think this image, the bottom one, looks like a painting and is a Unity scene. Believe me, when you play the scene in Unity, looks awesome, even better than the video. So we are really proud about that. Also, we continue working in this scene and another one, not just because we are, I don't know how I say, maybe a never-ending job. It's not the idea. We continue reiterating this scene because we are working in achieve the best quality possible for the game, and not only for this scene, for the entire Mirandus game. It's really important for us. So anytime that we learn more about the lights or how to proceed about the colors in this scene, is info and knowledge that we are going to apply in other circumstances or moments of the game.
That looks beautiful.
Yeah. Another thing that I create fiercely for the art Bible, but I decided to show here is what is happening with the lights, because as you can probably notice in the playtest, we have different key hours for rolling hills and also for other environments into the game, and that is a lot of artwork, because we need to define what is happening in every hour of the game, checking the colors, checking different effects like bloom, or what is happening with the water or the sun and moon. So I want to share with you guys this because I think it's a interesting work. How we create that, we define gradients for the sky, we tested what is happening in the engine, and also as you can see in this image in the left side, we also start to test different color gradients, not just something more closest to the real life. For example, there we're testing what is happening if we have this kind of golden lights over the rolling hills are working really well. So we are continue working in lights for the new environments.
Okay. Wait, just a second. This is the missing piece of information I needed to understand what you were talking about yesterday regarding the lighting. Now, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Lost
So,
words.
yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's a really funny work to do with the
Hmm.
art team. Yeah.
Now I get it. Okay.
Yeah, probably you and the guys in Discord remember, for example, this afternoon in Rolling Hill looks like a cloudy day, working really, really well in game, and that was the idea. Testing the playtest, what is happening with the weather and lights over the environments.
All right.
Another thing that we continue working is about the character, the exemplar. Probably in Discord, you remember, guys, we posted thank you for the video poll. We are working in the armors right now because some time ago we redo the characters, the exemplar, and also we create new assets for the armors, new tiers. So right now we are adjusting each armor piece to the new bodies and proportions. So in this video you can see how the we can distort or adapt the armor to the halfling body, but we want to show this because it's not just an automatic work. We also adjust it by hand, mini details like buttons, ornaments, or any other detail in the chest of the character that needs to a more love. Because the idea is any armor needs to look beautiful over each character, race, gender. So. We are working on that. Hopefully, we can show all the armor pieces soon in for you guys. So this is an example: the male armor and female armor using this technique.
By the way, that's Nathaniel, right? The one who is posing with the axe, our new engineer.
Yeah, maybe. Another thing that I want to show today, maybe it's a difficult to explain, but it's this kind of invisible work that I mentioned before. I think in the last live stream and also in Discord. Uh, for one side, we continue reorganizing the files, and changing the names, testing a proper naming convention with game design, testing the bundle system from the game. Bundle system is a way how we group the asset in different folders uh, related to the Zones 2. But also, at the same time, we continue polishing 3D matches. In this case, for example, this is an old tree, but it has a lot of triangles. So this is a really good example. With this rock or stone, the level designers create the mountains in rolling hills. Okay, and in some point, our artists or 3D artists decided to create a proper mesh for it with the loss system. I think I showed that before, but this is a good example how this was the original stone. We include more details to the mesh, so now looks better in the environment. But at the same time, we reduce the poly count and also improve some details in the materials. So we are really proud about this. And as I say, maybe it's really difficult to check this in game, but it's really important for the art team. We have the duty and responsibility to have proper assets with the proper optimization because this is an online game and we need to soak in that in every moment.
Okay, so this optimization, the point of this is the game is going to run faster somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, is the entire performance not depends solely about the mountains or the trees, but it's super important for us optimize every aspect of the game, not just
Okay, it means less processing in the end.
yeah. And also we include the lot system, the LOD system, that it changes this rock depending the distance. So if the rock is present far away in the environment, it charts a low poly version of the same match. Yeah. So
Oh, okay, so that's low poly.
yeah,
Low quantity of polygons?
low level of detail, LOD.
An LOD's level of
Yeah,
detail. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
And finally, I want to share this is just a teaser. We continue working with concept artists and 2D art closely with game design about the new characters, new outfits, new creatures, and making a more rich lore from the visual side. So this is just a small part of the exploration, but we are really proud about that. The level of our artists is super high, so we are really excited with Kuro about this. Hopefully, in the future, we can show more details about new creatures or some crazy idea that our guys are exploring.
Of
But
course, I want to see those, of course.
yeah, this is just a small part of that, but I think looks awesome. So yeah, I want to mention we continue working in our not just uh, testing what is happening with the engine. We also continue supporting level design, game design to create a magical world or a fantasy world in the best way possible. We are working really hard on that. So hopefully we can show more updates in the future. Also, if you are interested, guy, maybe I can post the Purgatory video in Discord. I think it's a good way to check in the changes and any other data. So that is all from my side. And now it's the turn of Kuro.
Okay, thank you. It's
Thanks,
good
Choco.
stuff, good stuff.
Yeah, I don't
Go
feel
ahead.
sleepy anymore. You are really enthusiastic when presenting. So thank you. All right, well, on the design side, we have been mostly working on the new levels, the ones that we hope to show in the upcoming playtest. And also, we have been working a lot regarding reviewing what's going to be happening with deeds and buildings. But before moving into that, I would like to show a video. Please, Paul, if you can help me with that, which is related to
Okay.
the process of one of our level designers, Tian. Uh, what you are actually seeing right now, this is really different if you compare it to the previous one that we saw on the past AMA. This is the blackout phase, which basically helps every level designer to see in what sort of way they start thinking about the level. Where should we put certain elements? This obviously goes under several reviews and stuff, because from one side, we as designers need to ask for the artist. So we have been in touch with Choco team a lot regarding what interesting points of interest could we add to this level, which kind of props should we need to add, and obviously which kind of story we want to in the end tell with this kind of level. So yeah, we've been working really hard, and as I told you guys, this is just the beginning of what a new level creation looks like.
This is
And
normal speed, right? It's not fast
hopefully,
forward. Okay.
hopefully Tian could work as fast as you are seeing it right now, but he is a really good and hard and fast worker nonetheless. So don't worry about that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
High quality work.
And well, with that being said, as you are seeing, this is just a little teaser. Later on, you are going to see something related to him checking depth of certain areas, how if players can jump from one side to the other, and etc. But in the meantime, the video continues. Maybe we can answer some questions, right, Crumstone?
Yes, we have some questions here listed. So let's start with the first one. Okay, how will ships and docks work? For example, sailing from one place to another. Will the ship always have to be docked or can be desummoned and put in your backpack to use at another dock later on? What direction will you be going? Also, will ships be sailed manually?
All right. Okay, for this particular question, first of all, I would like to remember that we are putting our effort on land deeds and buildings first. So, but don't worry, when the time comes, we are going to be able to talk a little bit more about ships and docks. So please, let's try to keep the focus on everything related to land.
Okay, next question. How will cartography work in Mirandus? I remember the previous team was weighing up a couple of different options, including a fog of war effect where the map fills in as you go, and a waypoint system where the map fills in once you visited a specified set of locations in a map area. With these abilities probably limited only to cartographer exemplars.
To this one, particularly like both approaches because each one has its own pros and cons. We will definitely take our time to discuss about it in the future when the time comes. But I would say that, yeah, maps are going to be something really that we'll really need to keep thinking about because it is a core element of any adventure game. So yeah, we need to
Mhm.
definitely take our time for that.
Okay, thank you. Next one. What type of boosts will having a box give to each type of exemplar?
So as for today, box terms, as you, especially for people that were in the playtest, you got the chance to see that you get an extra health percentage to any exemplar. But this should definitely be reviewed and discussed when we start talking about exemplars' abilities and the synergies that will they have with certain buffs, because we don't want to overpower anything in the game, not even box terms. We need to try to keep everything balanced so that
Mhm.
everyone can enjoy, while obviously having an advantage.
Okay, makes sense. Thank you. Next one. How many zones are built to date? Is the playtest the only map that is built?
No, that's definitely a no. But I would say we at the time have roughly 5 zones, but unfortunately none of them is finalized. Because I mean, for the people in Discord, they could see on the weekly updates that we are currently working on finishing Narrow's Landing. We need to update and finish some things, and we are creating its dungeon. So after both of those areas are finished, I think we will move into the Citadel of the Sun because we need to make sure that players can place certain buildings there. And maybe as for today, we are missing some areas in terms of land. Um, so when we are ready with that, I think we will be moving into other zones. But
Mhm.
also consider that in the meantime, we are working in parallel with Choco, hoping to create new concept art for new areas that we are already working on their lore. So this is something that we are definitely working in parallel.
Okay, okay, thank you. See, Kuro,
Yeah,
our friend Ice-T, who is particularly enthusiastic about Miranda, so
yeah.
thanks for that.
So
He
many
made
questions.
a lot of questions, yes. And so can you try to be brief with them? Some of them I think will need some time to be properly answered.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Okay. Um, farming deed layout.
All right. So that's what we have been working on a little bit during this week, actually. So we are still deciding the dates layouts. I know that some people already saw some possible layouts, but we are currently facing some challenges with the current distribution. Uh, this means basically that we might need to add more building plots to some of them to provide a better gameplay experience. but we don't have anything final yet.
Okay. Next, benefits of owning a horse.
Well, while we haven't talked um, so much about horses, we already reviewed a little bit about the stables at least. And regarding horses per se, aside of being able to travel faster through the world, some will be able to attack and even revive after dying. The top tier ones, at least, can do that. Also, I would say the owners who happen to have a high tier stable will be able to profit from them through breeding because they could maybe sell the children to other players. But that's,
The offspring. Okay.
yeah, that's right.
Okay, thank you. Uh, I will. The question, just read it. It's a very direct.
Yeah.
Dragon familiar.
Yeah, but dragon
Compound.
familiars, yeah, we haven't discussed a lot yet. I said that it's going to be some sort of pet, but this is something that we will tackle down the road, I would say, in the mid long term.
Okay. Character renting system.
This one is a really good one. I would say that we haven't discussed so much about it also, but it would be really nice letting players rent their exemplars because that would allow new players to play the game, to enjoy it, and also it will help the Mirandus community to grow even larger. So yeah, I'm all good for it, but we need to wait and see how we can create this system. And with we, I
Oh.
say our engineering team, not me.
Like they have to discuss that, and I will
Yeah.
get the answer from them. Okay. Okay, thank you. Regarding combat, there were several questions related to combat and the first and third person view.
Yes. Actually, this is a really tough one because before even thinking about spells, which weapons, how are they going to attack and stuff, we need to run some tests related to latency, character sizes, and hitboxes. Because as you might already know, we do have some really tall ones like orcs, but some really, wouldn't say small ones, but you know that halflings are really tiny overall. So maybe we need to take that into account. And based on that, on if combat feels, for example, bad after implementing it, we might need to evaluate going into third person. I always say evaluate mainly because in this evaluation we need to see and think about a lot of different things. For example, time, development costs, how this would change everything that we already have built to now. So yeah, this is something that we really need to take our time to think for a proper answer to be given regarding either first or third person. But for you guys to know, the game is meant to be played in first person.
There are many dimensions regarding that. Yes,
Yep.
makes sense. Okay, deeds like homestead, outposts, hamlets could be placed next to each other to create a small villages. Also, I heard you guys gonna be rearranging some deeds. I would love you guys talk more about that.
Yes,
What?
actually, this one is a really good one because we were thinking about this one in particular during this week. I would say that's similar to a real world experience. It could be a good idea having villages with, for example, farming and ranching hamlets outside of them, so that there's some sort of organic economy relationship between them. For example, the farmer, the one who has a dairy, sells the milk to the guys that are in the in the inn or the tavern inside a village nearby. So yeah, also letting players live near those places, for example, on their own homestead, could come in handy, especially if their bag isn't like used to sleep on a rented bed. So this is something that we have already been thinking on, and as I said, we still need to see how it goes to test it before giving a final answer. And regarding the building distribution, as I previously said, we are evaluating changing the current one, allowing for more buildings to fit some bids so that more players can place their buildings there and enjoy of their already bought NFTs. But to do so, obviously we need to review the potential uses of all land buildings. So far, this has been a real challenge. There's a lot of buildings that needed to be addressed, but I would say we are really near having a first draft, which we hope we can share with everyone in the community in the future.
Okay, yeah, that would be a good thing. Thank you.
Yeah, I really hope that players can finally see what their buildings can do or cannot do and where those
Yes.
can be placed.
Okay. Thank you. So everything is moving forward. It's quite a lot of work.
Yeah, actually, it has been a lot of different decisions that you need to make. Me personally, I would like to do anything that I can, but you always have restrictions as a designer, especially when certain objects of NFTs have been sold and have certain limitations. But nonetheless, it's like a really fun puzzle for me and for the whole design team to solve. So it's been a really good, uh, tiring but really good challenge for us to overcome.
Yes, definitely. I believe also Choco can say a lot about that. He and his team have been working tirelessly to bring high quality art to the game also. So the team has been working hard as hard as hell. Good things are coming. Okay, is there anything else you want to share, Choco, Kudo? Maybe you can start wrapping this up.
Uh, no, say thank you.
Let's see.
For my guys, always is good to have this kind of intense share the art with the people and know their opinions too. Always is good to have a more organic uh, art pipeline.
Okay, definitely. Thank you. Yes, big thanks for to the community. Definitely.
I want to address something that I just read on Discord. Will
Okay,
there
go ahead.
be parkour in Mirandus?
Hmm.
I love the idea actually. We have been thinking maybe adding some sort of parkour so that players can enjoy and discover some unknown areas through parkour. We are already discussing about that because we obviously need to take into account the jumping and the how high they can currently jump. But yeah, it could be something nice to add to the game.
Hey, but
That would be. Uh huh.
no, at some type point that is happening in the playtest. In some point when the people climb some stones to hunt the bunny, the golden bunny.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yes,
Yeah,
you're right. It was kind of a
that's
awkward thing. Yes,
that's
I don't know
basically
how
the
they did
reason.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I loved seeing guys jumping from places that I wasn't even aware that they could jump on, and I say, oh, maybe here's something that players actually enjoy. So let's see
Yeah,
if we
there is
can
a
add that
possibility.
to the game. Yeah.
that's a good
Yes,
thing. Yeah.
I couldn't find actually the way to do that. I at some point I saw like three or four players up there shooting to the bunny, but I couldn't find a way to get there.
Yeah, I tried it, but I didn't. achieve the point in the stone, but I try it.
Yes, definitely. It would be
Yeah, and
a
just
beautiful skill to have.
actually, yeah, General Kaizen just posted an image of the previous distribution, and that's the one that we are currently reviewing. So thanks for presenting that. We are obviously taking that as a base. We don't want to do everything from scratch because
Oh, of
of
course, that would be tons of
time
work.
restraints and yeah.
Yes, we will be iterating what is done and making improvements so we can deliver progress.
Yep.
So great, good. Okay, so thank you all. Let's wrap this up. Thank you again. We had also great fun playing, seeing you play. So remember, if you don't want mother to haunt you in your dreams, like and subscribe, please. Thank you all. And I am Hampson, Miranda's producer. See you on our next live stream.
Thanks everyone. Take care, guys and girls out there.
Thanks.